Ms. Mann, thank you for joining us today. Please proceed.
Good afternoon, Chairman Barrasso, Senator Vice Chairman Tester, and members of the committee. My name is Carla Mann. I'm a member of the Blackfeet Nation, also of Eastern Shoshone descent. I live on the Wind River Indian Reservation, home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. I've worked with the Johnson O'Malley program for 23 years, but today I'm here as a member of the National Johnson O'Malley Association, and I am currently serving as a president. As our honorable senators have said before, the National Johnson O'Malley Association has advocated for the release of the student count freeze that has been in place since 1995. At that time, once the numbers were released of that count, it was 272,000 students. Today, we know that we have many more students. Even in 1994, we knew there were more students than were actually counted. What we're asking for through this legislation, we support the Senate Bill 2842, the Johnson O'Malley Modernization Act of 2016, and there's also companion legislation, HR 4390. And the most important piece of both of those pieces of legislation is the comprehensive JOM student count across the nation. As it was said earlier, the BIE had two counts in 2014 and 2016, 2012 and 2014. We know that those were both flawed counts, and we know that they are not showing the true numbers. And we also think that at this point, due to cutbacks and losing different employees, the BIE is not in the data collection business. In looking for solutions to find a way of counting our students across the nation, we discussed using the census data. The census shows that we have 798,000 students across the nation from ages 3 to 18 that claim to be an enrolled member of a federally recognized tribe. There has been many concerns about self-identification in the census data, and we all know that when we fill out our census forms, we all identify as one race, and so everybody has self-identification. There is going to be a reconciliation process in utilizing census data that we can find the correct amount of students that we are going to be serving from the census data. One thing that we have also identified is there is a OMB Directive number 15 on race and ethnic standards that shows how you utilize that census data. And it specifically talks about Native Americans and how we would use that data. The census data is also used in other programs in the Bureau, such as tribal roads, and it's also used for Indian housing. In conclusion, I would like to say that 93% of our nation's Indian students go to public schools. There's a trust responsibility for all students, not just students in the Bureau-funded schools or grant schools. Our students deserve to have the very best education, and we also want them to be well educated as our students. We're going to be our future. They are our rising stars that will be coming in the future to be able to run all of our programs, our tribes. So we want to make sure that all of our students have the very best opportunity at a great education. In conclusion, I would just like to thank everybody for allowing me to this minute to talk about the JOM program, and also urge the passage of this JOM Modernization Act of 2016. Thank you.